Do you think our schools encourage creativity or they kill creativity, according to you? Hey, Kunal, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, sir. What about you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. So, how has your day been so far?
Day's been good. No problems from the day. And I
Okay,
hope it goes well after the session.
lovely, lovely. Okay, so I can see you've taken quite a few sessions here. So, I hope you got a lot of learnings from all the session.
Yes, absolutely. If someone takes such a high number of sessions on this platform,
Uh-huh.
they can assure themselves to be at a very good level.
Brilliant. Are you working or studying?
I have stopped studying. I have completed my graduation. I'm looking for a job.
Lovely, great, great. So, all the best in your job search.
Thank you, sir.
So, Kunal, today's topic of discussion is creativity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, according to you, what do you mean by creativity?
Creativity basically means that coming up with new solutions to a particular problem or finding new ways to do something very,
Mm-hmm.
very normal and thinking out of the box. These are some of
Wow,
the things I feel that involves creativity.
great, great. You used a very nice term, thinking out of the box, right?
Mhm.
What do you mean by that? Thinking out of the box.
Thinking out of the box basically means to not think in the normal way that the masses are thinking, but
Mm-hmm.
try to experiment and uh, not be very fearful about the results or the outcomes, and just try it regardless of the consequences.
Yep, yep,
That would be
absolutely.
one thing, and trying to do something really extraordinary or trying to do something very outlandish. I think that would
Okay,
also be thinking out of the box.
right, absolutely. So it's not thinking in a conventional manner,
Yes, absolutely.
or maybe not following something called herd mentality.
Mhm.
Have
You're
you
not
heard of
following the
this term,
norms.
herd mentality?
Yes, sir, I've heard about the term.
Right. So doing something in a different way. So according to you, do you know any business or company which is very creative and which always thinks out of the box?
When it comes to companies, I can't really think of any company, but I feel that there are a lot of creative people in every field who think out of box, and they are the ones who are remembered for a very long time because of the work they did in that field.
Correct,
That is my general view on this question.
correct. So do you remember any names? Which who are your favorites?
If first thing that comes in mind is Mukesh Ambani, like
Hmm.
coming from a very traditional business of oil and petroleum, trying to do something very new
Hmm.
with Geo, as we saw that making it free and then really revolutionizing the telecom industry.
Right.
So I think that was one example of thinking out of the box and being creative
Uh-huh.
and taking some risks.
Right.
Y-
Right.
Yes, and I feel there are a lot of examples. If I think, then uh, there's a company called Cred. They come up with very creative ads to grab the attention of the viewer.
Cred. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, if you have any such instances or any stories, you can share it.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the fact the about Cred, so I agree with you. Cred has come up with a lot of creative ads.
Hmm.
So the other thing which I've also seen is they have taken all these people who are from the yesteryears, like the famous cricketers or
Hmm.
actresses, and
Hmm.
they have given them a platform also. They have used them as the brand ambassador,
Hmm.
right? Which is quite creative and different compared to the usual advertisements, which usually use the current celebrities or people who are famous right now. So Cred gave a platform to them also, right? I remember they used people like Ravi Shastri I think they
Rahul
used
Dravid.
Rahul Dravid. They also used Vishwanathan Anand, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and Vishwanathan Anand was used in a very different avatar. Like he's a chess player, and
Hmm.
he has a, I would say, more of a serious kind of a personality.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they put a spin on that, and they
Hmm.
dressed him up in some colorful attire, and then I think they got him to act in that ad. So I thought that was also very creative. So entire shift in his personality. Yep. So Cred is quite creative. Of course, uh, one of my favorite is Apple as well. They are very creative with whatever they do with the products, designing.
Hmm.
Okay. So in terms
As,
of design, they are very creative. Design, operating
Mhm.
system, the way the hardware integrates with the software.
Mhm. Yes, Apple is good, and Amur also comes up with very good advertisements. If you have seen the small ads, whenever some historic event happens, they try to fuse that event in their ad.
Correct. Yeah. They come up with these hoardings, right?
Yes,
Amul, they are very famous for that. They come
yes,
up with the
and
hoardings and in the newspaper also they advertise.
mm, I feel that in any field, if you want to go to the next level, you have to do something creative, and you have to really, basically, in our sense or in my sense, I feel that being creative is coming out of the comfort zone, trying to do
Yes.
things that you were earlier afraid of, or earlier you were not taking that step.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
feel being creative is also uh, a phase where a person comes out of his comfort zone and tries to do something new.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. So it's about discovering that hidden talent in you,
Yes,
or
absolutely.
you have some hidden potential which sometimes you are not aware of.
Hmm.
Okay. So that can also come up in a creative manner. So, do my next question to you is: do you think our schools encourage creativity or they kill creativity, according to you?
Hmm. Very subjective question, and very it's a type of question which varies from tutor to tutor and school to school, I feel,
Hmm.
because many teachers are very result oriented, and they focus on just write the answers and don't really think much about don't try to be over smart, as they say it. But there are I have met some tutors in my school days, as everyone has, that I feel that there are some teachers who really relate with you and make you the person that you want to be,
Hmm.
as if you want to go to the next level. Then there are teachers who will tell you to be creative, to really come out of your comfort zone, and that is to try new things.
Right.
So if there is a problem in some class, so try to think about the problem in as many ways possible to solve it.
Correct. Correct. So
And so
yes.
all in all, I feel that there are some teachers and there are
Hmm.
some 50-50, I would say, is the ratio of teachers or school being very free with
Hmm.
their students and not being free with their students.
Absolutely. Because when we were discussing about creativity, I remember watching a video on TED Talks. Do you watch TED Talks?
Yes, I've seen some videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just look for this video. I think I forgot the tagline. It was do skill. I think it was do school skill creativity or something like that. And it has a lot of views. Go and watch that video because the way that person has spoken about is very interesting. So he says that, see, in our schools, uh, math and science were always at the top, okay, and things like your craft, drawing, all were towards the end. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, there's nothing to do, keep a craft period or a drawing period, right?
Yes, that's the general thinking
Yes,
in
yes,
the
and
education system.
yes, and he made a very, there was a very interesting thing he said. He said every child is born creative and has creativity in him or her, Yeah, the aim is to maintain that when he grows up. Okay,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
by the time they grow up, they have learned or they have been conditioned in so many different ways. So maybe that person is actually very good in expression or arts and painting, but unfortunately in university that person has to study math and science.
Mm. Yeah, the person starts to feel a sort of inferiority complex in them that I am not good at the, I'm not as good as the other person.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Because you cannot compare two people, right? Just because you are good at math and science, the other person is not, doesn't mean that the other person is not creative. That person is creative in a different way. He is good, he is a good dancer, you know, or
I
he
have
is
a
good with crafts.
I have a good phrase in mind. It goes like, "Don't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree."
Right, yes.
So,
Absolutely.
if everybody is given the same questions, so some people might be able to solve those questions in a good way,
Hmm.
but it does not mean that the people who are not able to solve the questions are no good. They have the ability
Absolutely.
to solve different kind of problems,
Correct.
which are as
Absolutely.
important as the problems given in the question paper.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So at the end of the day, I think we have to understand that creativity is not just limited to somebody going to school and getting an education. It can manifest itself in different forms,
Hmm.
right?
Yes, and nowadays I feel that creativity can also be monetized because of all the social media platforms. People are showing their creativity in art, dance, singing,
Hmm.
and they are making a good career out of it.
Yeah, they're making a good career by doing something which they are passionate about, right? Not everybody is lucky to do that, lucky enough.
Yes, absolutely.
So, what is something creative that you want to do in future?
Me, I don't think nothing so special. Just doing things that I'm afraid of doing.
Hmm.
So taking some small risks in life and just try to go ahead. That's a general
Lovely.
view, but if I talk in some detail, like I'm learning my English. So my first fear was of interacting with online tutors, online teachers. So that was one fear that I conquered. And now that I've come so far, my goals have become different.
Yes, yes. Now you're speaking quite well, and I can see that confidence also in you. So maintain that confidence, keep learning as much as possible, and
Mm,
develop your creativity whenever you get the opportunity.
absolutely, sir.
All right. So you did well overall, Kunal. So good vocabulary also throughout the discussion, and it was a very engaging discussion.
Mm,
Okay.
yes, sir.
So hope to see you soon in the future discussions also. Till then, happy learning.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take care. Bye.